Hi, welcome to I Tried to Eat My Phone. I am Karen Jaworski, and I am joined today by Jimmy and Lisa, who are great friends of ours. And then my husband John is joining us in on this conversation about food. And I want to know to start off, uh, when you cook something, what's your thing that you're really good at? Like, what are you good at cooking?
Is that directed at me, Karen?
Both of
Or
you.
whoever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, anyone.
Well, this is real timely because one of my favorite things to do is deep fry a turkey, and so I'll be doing that in a few days. And I feel like I've perfected it over the years. Um, how long to cook it, using the peanut oil, and getting it to a really good moist level versus a turkey in the oven. So yeah, in fact, actually, we did a little test run this past weekend. We did fried pork tenderloin sandwiches in the turkey fryer. They were delicious.
An Indiana staple.
Yeah.
Indiana staple.
So yeah, that's probably my two best things. They both involve frying. So I'm super healthy.
What's your fryer setup like? You just
Well, it's like a big pot. So it's like you have a propane tank that connects to this little I don't know station that has a burner, and you just set the pot on top of it with all the oil and heat it up and drop whatever you want in there. It's delicious.
Sounds awesome. What are your sides going to be?
Well,
Thanksgiving week. This is a good week to talk about food. So
I don't know if we have enough time to go through all of them.
I
do.
I do stuffing every year.
Her stuffing's awesome.
Stuffing and a corn casserole. And the stuffing's an old friend's grandmother's recipe. I can't take credit, but
yeah, we'll have corn casserole. We'll have mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, of course. Are we doing sweet potato casserole? Yeah, sweet potato casserole. I think that's about it.
Jaws is salivating right
now. What about dessert? What do you do? Do you do pumpkin pie or?
Yeah, we do it just because you feel like you have to, but no one really likes it. So we usually do different things. I think what's Jeannie doing this year? Some type of apple tort thing. It's usually different every year. There's some type of pie or cake, but yeah, we're a dessert family, so we always have dessert.
I was thinking about this when I talked to you last, Jimmy. Is do you have a celebrity chef that if you could have a celebrity chef come into your house?
You know what? I really don't. Sorry, we have a dog that's acting up.
Sorry.
I actually have a friend who's a chef who spent a lot of time down in Charleston, so he does like Southern cuisine, and so probably he used to have a restaurant. He doesn't anymore, but probably if I had to choose somebody, he's made some really good stuff for us before. That would probably be who I would choose.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
His name's Sean.
Oh, nobody.
Yeah, he's not. No, you don't know him.
What if you could pick any celebrity to be your chef?
Any celebrity?
Yes.
They don't have to be a chef.
Yeah.
Like,
would you do Alyssa Milano because you love her?
Yeah, maybe.
Wait a minute.
That would be awesome.
Isn't Karen supposed to be asking the questions?
I just was curious.
No, but I love.
What would she now,
because...
Jimmy? What would she make? What would she make for us?
Well, something Italian.
I just invited myself. What?
It would have to be Italian. So,
yeah.
But I see it being a little more creative than just like lasagna or spaghetti.
Stop.
So maybe a gnocchi of some sort with some Italian sausage, and we'd have to figure out what type of sauce. Maybe a bolognese. I don't know. We'd have
Gross.
Yeah. No? But anyway.
I'm just picturing the two of you in like a kitchen with Alyssa Milano, like cooking for you, and you and John like just sitting there and waiting for her to make something for you.
I think I've had that dream.
I think I'm going to now.
Were either of you, any of you, John, Jimmy, and Lisa, were any of you picky eaters growing up?
John, why don't you start with that one? Did we lose him?
He's freezing.
Were you?
I might put him
Lisa?
on the iPad.
No, I don't
There you go.
remember. I remember having we weren't allowed like a lot of junk food and stuff. But I don't remember, it was one of those, if you didn't eat what was on your plate, you were in trouble.
Yeah, I was similar.
I think
So,
I'm a pickier eater now than I was growing up.
oh yeah, you definitely are.
What? Don't
Yeah.
roll your eyes at
Sorry.
me like that.
But yeah, I was similar. If the you ate what was for dinner, and if you didn't like it tough, you didn't eat. So I think I pretty grew accustomed to being able to eat almost anything.
Jimmy's not a picky eater.
Yeah, I think that's carried over.
Let's be honest.
I'm
Yeah.
picky. Other than I don't like my food to touch, my different things to touch. I'm picky about that,
Yes.
but it doesn't matter what type of food it is, as long as they're not touching and intermingling with each other.
Like imagine his plate at Thanksgiving dinner. What it quartered off.
Well, yeah, I have
You
I mean,
guys
I
have
have to
enjoyed
do
watching
I have to
me
do
eat.
multiple plates. You heard all the sides we're gonna have, so I'm gonna have to do multiple plates in order to, make sure stuff is far enough apart from each other. I'm not gonna be able to get all.
You don't have like a cafeteria tray style where it's like,
Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe
It's
we should consider
actually, I
that.
can't believe we've never bought you one of those.
Or what I'm thinking of is the tray that's on a high chair
Yes.
that babies have. Just
With
saying.
chairs strapped in.
Ooh, can I eat with my hands too? 'Cause that'd be awesome.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry. That's hilarious. Jimmy, did you ever think about food and preparation of food as like a career? Because I know you have an invested interest in like the
It's funny you say that, but no, I never did. And I think part of it might be because I don't know if it became a job, if I'd enjoy it as much. It's kind of like it's an escape. It's therapeutic. So I don't know if that was something I had to do to earn my living, if I would enjoy it as much. Yeah, I've never thought of it that way.
Who cooks more in your house?
Probably me.
Yeah,
But I feel like we cook separate meals. Is that weird?
we do sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't like what I'm in the mood for, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't always eat the same meal.
Grills. That's really it.
Yeah, I do most of the grilling, and then she does
But I
most of
prep.
the anything we cook in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. What? So John and Jimmy, I want to ask both of you, like, what's a meal you remember having together? Like a place that you went, or like a meal that you had together that was memorable.
Should I refer to my notes that I have prepared for today?
Yes, please do, John.
Yes. There are several. As far as a specific meal, I don't know, but I do remember and enjoy remembering when we would go to Bibbler's.
Ooh, yes.
How excited you would be. And I didn't really like Bibbler's.
Come
But
on, really?
Yeah, you loved it. And so it was like we were a couple. I was like, oh, okay.
You did it because you knew it made me happy.
Sorry, he keeps freezing.
He keeps freezing up.
I know. What's up with this, Karen?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to switch you over to the iPad. I'm going to go off video while you guys talk for a second.
Okay.
John, I do remember, their baked omelets were amazing. Did you ever do the like apple pancake thing they had?
No, because I don't like sweet things.
Really?
Yeah, not for like
for breakfast.
For breakfast. Like if they taste good, it's not like I'll be like, yeah, get it away from me. But I would never be comfortable having my meal just be a sweet item, because then I would be like, what did I miss out on from the savory category? But
yeah, we had some good breakfast there.
Yeah, they were decent.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it came through because I froze before, but McCree's was the other one.
Yes.
No specific time, but just I love going to that place.
Beef and Company. Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't have it on the menu anymore, but you can still order it off menu and they know what it is.
Is it still in that same location, or is it?
No, they actually, I mean, we haven't been there. When's the last time we went to McCree's?
Right?
Yeah, they actually went, they have a huge place. Like it's a big, like Italian restaurant now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, up by, I want to say it was.
Also like Grape Road up past the mall.
Yeah, because they moved downtown for a while. They had a place downtown, and then they moved out to but not their old location that used to be out by Small one. But anyway, we haven't been there in years either. But she did get. You saw that she got cookies for the Notre Dame Clemson game.
Yes,
that was. They were really good.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
Yeah. Yeah. The other memory I have, John, was, it's weird calling you John. Was
Thanks,
when we
Jim.
lived together. We lived together that one summer. We didn't really have any pots and pans, right? All we did was grill. Like anything we ate was, and that was fun.
Yeah. But don't be fooled. It was all like cheap, horrible grilled items. I mean, they were good, but nothing we would
pre-made brats, pre-made burgers. Yeah.
Did you do sides?
We weren't doing pork tenderloins or.
Did you do sides or just straight meat?
I mean, probably like chips for sides, I'm guessing. Maybe some baked beans every once in a while.
Oh, baked beans.
That's loud.
Pausing.
Where's now I can hear myself. Wow, but there's a delay.
I'm gonna eat some cheese ball while we're figuring this out.
Okay, hang on a second.
Who's that pretty girl?
Maybe he's talking to you.
Huh?
Can you hear?
Oh, what's this shirt?
There's a delay though. Hold on, I'll show you in a second. Okay, can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's no delay, so I think we're good. This shirt is backwards for you, but right? It says Mustard's Last Stand up in Evanston. It's a Chicago hot dog stand, right? And I wish we had this at Notre Dame, right? Right on the edge of the parking lot for the football stadium. So that time we went to Northwestern, whatever, 3 years ago.
Right.
The day after, when you guys left and I went over to Core's house, we went down to have hot dogs there. It's pretty good. Really good.
Yeah. I miss hot dogs. Haven't had one of those in a while.
I miss all the food in Chicago.
You know, the other meal I remember, Jaws, was we came out, I don't know if it was for Adam's bachelor party or what we were out there for. You made for breakfast, was it pork roll? What was the fried?
Oh yeah, that was for my party. Pork roll, egg, and cheese. Yeah.
Pork roll, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
On a Kaiser bun.
It was so delicious.
What type of meat is that?
What is pork roll?
Yeah.
It's like a large diameter, like a summer sausage type. I'm not gonna be able to explain it right.
I'll
when
Google it.
when you're done, just don't Google pork roll. I mean, you can, but Taylor ham, that's the brand that's most popular is Taylor, and you'll find a ton of resources. I highly recommend ordering. You can order for delivery a 5-pound log. And it comes in this like cloth casing with stitching and an embossed logo that says Taylor ham on it. And if you cook it, if you do this and you cook it, you got to cut, like if it's round like this, you got to cut relief cuts because it starts to curl.
Oh yeah, to keep it.
Anyway, that's really good.
Is that's like the New Jersey thing, right?
Yes, that's
or
a very
Philly,
no.
New Jersey.
Well, I mean, you can get it in Philadelphia and all over that area, but it's a New Jersey product. It's actually, I think Taylor ham's from Trenton, okay. So it's like Central Jersey type thing. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll try.
I was busy doing some technical stuff here, but so breakfast, lunch, dinner. What are your go-to meals for what if you go out to breakfast, lunch, or dinner? What are your go-to meals?
Like the specific item?
Yeah, like what do you get? Like if you go out for breakfast, what do you get? Lunch, what do you get? Dinner, what do you get?
Here?
Yeah, you can answer mine. See how well you know me.
I would say your breakfast poor man's eggs Benedict.
Yep.
What does that mean?
We call it poor man's eggs Benedict. It's a biscuit, split biscuit, with sausage patties.
Or Geta,
which I'm not sure if you guys know what Geta is, but it's a Cincinnati thing. It's made of meat and steel oats, and so they like fry it up, super crunchy. Like it's like sausage. It's real crunchy. So I'll do that, and then gravy, like biscuits and gravy, and 2 eggs over easy. So I put that all on, the split biscuit. And so instead of
how long does it take you to assemble that?
Good question.
Yeah, because a lot of you can't like, so I have to order biscuits and gravy, and then 2 eggs over easy, then 2 sausage patties. So I get it, then I have to split the biscuit. I put my sausage patties on. I have to very carefully put the eggs on top of the sausage without breaking the yolks, which I eventually want the yolks broken, but you don't want to start like that. And then carefully pour the gravy over top, and then it's ready to go. So yeah, it's probably, Lisa's probably about halfway done by the time I'm starting. Yeah.
But is it worth that wait to assemble it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. There's one restaurant that does have it. It's called Country Boy Benedict. And so that's easy. It comes like that. But they actually put cheese on top of it too, which is an added bonus. So yeah, so that's breakfast. Lunch is probably just like an Italian sub would probably be my go-to, some type of sub sandwich. And then let me think about dinner while John, you talk about your breakfast and lunch. I need to think about dinner.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lisa. What were you saying?
No, dinner depends on like what food genre are you?
Yeah, what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
Like, do you just want a Zips hamburger or you want a Jeff Ruby steak?
Yeah, it depends. Or
both.
Yes, could be both. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety when we're trying to figure out where to go eat because of.
Yeah, I
feel that
out to dinner eat anxiety because I want to have
the perfect. Just a quick sidetrack for me, not to change it too much, but a food festival is like a panic attack for me because there's so many choices and I don't know what to get. And it's like, it's like, you remember those kaleidoscopes when you were a kid and you would look in them and the colors would be like going crazy. And it's like, I look around and there's all these people and it's like slow motion. They're laughing and eating. And I'm like, I don't know what I need. So I feel the pain in picking a venue.
So I can empathize with that. What we usually do in those festivals is we'll grab a beer, big beer, and then we will walk around the entire area and just check out all the different options and then make our decision based on that.
Ooh, that
Sometimes
sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. That helps reduce the anxiety because then you have
You've seen everything.
Yes, right.
God, I can't imagine the two of you together at like a Get a Fest.
Oh,
I might fly you guys out here just to witness this next year.
So at what, that sausage thing? What did you call it? Geta? How do you spell that?
Karen and I cocktails and walk.
It's a Goetta.
Goetta. All right, I've written it down. I've written it down on my reference pad that I brought today. And
look up Gleer's Goetta. Gliers. Gleers.
Gliers. Got it.
Yep.
Speaking to the food festival thing, it drives John crazy because I always get the same thing every time we go to a food festival. I look
so
for
stupid. So stupid.
I look for, there's a place here it's a Russian pierogi place. Do you know what a pierogi is?
No.
Is it like a pierogi?
Well, yeah, it's like, pasty, pierogi, kind of, it's like dough.
It's more like a pasty than a pierogi.
Yeah, it's dough that they put, the one I like to get is smoked salmon and cream cheese, and it's packed inside the dough, and then they deep fry it, and it is so good, and it is so wonderful. And I don't even pay attention to any of the other stands. I just go right there, and that's what I get every time. It drives me nuts. But it's like you get the same thing every time. But then John will wander around, and then he will get something at some point, and then he'll be eating it, and every person walking by with something different, he's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a failure no matter what. And actually, I say at this day and age, I probably avoid them because it's too difficult.
How do you handle food truck, like a food truck thing too? I feel like you'd be high anxiety for you also.
I got a story about that, but going back to the pierogi, I do the same thing every time where I'm like, that's so stupid. I don't know why you got that, but I always eat some of it. And I always get an eye roll.
Of course you do.
Yeah, there's always an eye roll associated with that. Food truck is the same thing. There's you guys went to Portland, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's what made me think of
that block that has all the food trucks. We do you remember this, Karen? When we went there after camping, we had been camping for a week, various places, and then our last night or two of the trip, we stayed in Portland, and we went for a walk, and we wanted to go to this square, that thing, the block with all the food trucks. Yep. And on the way, we passed a pizza place, and I got really excited because it looked like it was good pizza. And Karen's like, no, we're gonna go. Let's just go to the food truck thing. We can get pizza wherever. And so, Karen, correct me if I don't remember it correctly, but I agonized over that pizza the whole time, and I almost had a temper tantrum at the truck place because I couldn't find anything to pick because I wanted the pizza. And I don't know, did we actually eat anything, or were you just like, let's go, we're leaving?
I just walked up to a food truck. No, I walked up to a food truck, and I think it was like an Ethiopian cuisine thing, and I was we're just gonna try something for here. And I just went up and bought it, and I was like, this is what we're eating. And
did
you
I eat
loved
any of it?
Yeah, you loved it. You were so excited, and you were like, this is actually really good. So that's what.
And that, okay, hearing that in hindsight, that makes me really mad because how many good things have I missed because I had my problems and I couldn't work through them.
Karen.
Man, but you know what? That pizza looked really, really good. Sorry, Karen.
That's all right. I I want to know from you guys, Jimmy and Lisa, like what when you cook at home, like is there any sort of ingredient that that scares you? Is there something that you're like, I don't want to cook this? John, I will say John has been cooking beets and they're really good, roasted beets.
Oh.
And I've always been like scared of cooking them. Like it's never been an ingredient that I was like eager to do, but they're so good. So
didn't you guys have roasted beets at your wedding?
Did we have roasted beets?
No, that was
somebody did.
Katie and Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I've never had roasted beets. What would our?
I would say ginger would be our.
Yeah, we stay away from ginger.
We had a bad ginger experience. That's the only thing I can think that we both agree on.
Was that our honeymoon?
Yes, it was our honeymoon.
Yeah, so we went to so it was an all inclusive. You know, they have like 4 or 5 different restaurants. We went to the Japanese steakhouse place. They brought dessert and it was cheesecake and it looked really good, but it was ginger cheesecake. So like you go to eat it, you're expecting cheesecake flavor and it's very strong, had those pink pieces of ginger in it. Yeah, and that ruined ginger. I never was a big fan, but that ruined it for me, I think, forever.
Yeah, I can't think of any other.
Ginger and I don't know if there's anything. We love onions, we love garlic, we love Brussels sprouts.
We're not very picky with stuff.
Yeah.
What was the question? Sorry.
Well, an ingredient that intimidates you, like to cook with.
Oh. It's not an ingredient specifically, but I don't really cook much anymore because Karen's really good at it. So I just
that was nice.
Have given that up, but I do have to cook for work. So every shift it rotates through who has to bring dinner. So last shift, I worked yesterday, but the one before earlier in the week, I brought like buffalo style chicken drumsticks that you cook in the crock pot with Frank's Red Hot sauce and butter and all this stuff. And I had one recipe and part of it didn't make sense. And Karen's like, oh, I found a good one. But it's still, the cooking time was like super long. And like, there were some ingredients where Karen's like, you don't need that. Don't cook it that long. And so on. And I was like a nervous wreck the day before because sometimes, depending on what it is, sometimes I'll prepare whatever I can at home because if we get busy, then it's hard to cook and have to leave all the time. But this one, there really wasn't much I could do ahead of time, so I just did it all at work. And anyway, long story, but I was terrified that I was going to I cooked 24 drumsticks, but I only used one bottle of Frank's because Karen's like, you don't need to. There was like you added a second bottle out there. She's like, don't do that. And the whole time I was like, Karen, am I gonna have enough sauce? Is there gonna be enough sauce? Do you think the cook time's okay? Is it gonna be too long? Because I've cooked stuff in the crock pot at work before and it reduces over time. And I'm like, crap. Sometimes I'll bring like extra cans of tomato sauce or whatever because I'm like, that's not going to be enough. But it turned out. What's that?
Did it work out?
It did, yeah, because the chicken released juice, and I actually put some water in with the like swirled the Frank's Red Hot to get every like nook and cranny of the sauce I could. But Anyway, I know that's super long, but it's not a certain ingredient that makes me nervous. It's cooking in volume for people who eat like horses and not having enough of the things that will like change during cooking, like a sauce will reduce or
Right.
whatever. So that always, unless it's something I've made before and I know exactly how much to do, it's tough.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like, there's not enough. Like, what the hell is this? So, and then I'll be like, sorry.
Kitchen at the firehouse, just watching the crock pot for hours.
Well, sometimes. But this last meal I got, what did I asked you how long to cook the grits or something, Karen?
Yeah.
And then the text, I was like, okay, sounds good. I'm really nervous, the sauce, there's not gonna be enough. And then like at the end of the meal, if there's leftovers, we'll box them up and put them in one of the refrigerators. And of course there was like a whole Tupperware's worth of sauce that I poured off. Yeah, so I freaked out for nothing.
Yeah.
That's right. Better to have, as my parents always say, better to have too much than not enough.
Yep.
So works. If you there's a gal on the news here, radio station who does this podcast called Your Last Meal. And what would your last meal be?
Ooh, that's tough. Oh my goodness.
I love how Jimmy rubbed his hands together.
So many choices.
Like, can I say two?
Nope,
Go ahead.
has to be one.
Just say
Has to be
as
one,
many
though.
as you want.
Like, I'm like
No, I said no. You have to pick one.
like a Jeffrey steak, a like Chicago pizza would be up there for me. Yeah.
So Chicago style from like Duays.
Like I think either those are two totally separate.
What was the first one?
Just a steak.
A steakhouse that's there in Cincinnati that started in Cincinnati. It'd be like a Morton's or Gibson's kind of, but it's
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
What kind of steak do you like to get? Do you like ribeye, fillet? Yeah.
Yep. But it's so good. Or Waltz, I guess. Never mind. I'm focused.
No, that's a good answer. Mine would probably be probably something my mom used to make.
See, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I'm thinking more. So it's she got this like secret recipe from one of our neighbors for stromboli, and it's a homemade stromboli, and it is just so good. And we very rarely make it. I mean, maybe a couple times a year. And it's one of my favorite things. So I guess that would probably be up there on my list. One of those steaks. I'm a New York strip steak guy usually. That would be the other one. But yeah, I think my mom's stromboli would probably
What about
be.
a stromboli sandwich from Nick's in Bloomington? Or is that not? That's not a last meal?
I'd go with my mom's stromboli.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Just
Yep.
thinking.
John is like so happy right now. Let's see.
John-
Well, no, I gotta write down Nick's because I feel like I've been to Nick's.
It's in
Is there
Bloomington.
is there an upstairs bar?
Yes, there is.
Yep. Oh,
When
yeah,
did you
I've
go
been-
to Bloomington?
No idea.
When we were in college, probably.
I guess I don't know.
I got it.
I know. You know what? I think I went there with Adam to visit maybe a high school friend or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Girls, stop it. No.
What's that?
Oh, he's
The
trying.
dogs.
The dogs are trying to eat some of our food.
Jimmy, would you send me the secret stromboli recipe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's become shared. So yeah, we can definitely. I'll
Okay.
I'll just snap it. It's on one of my mom's. You know those old recipe cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have one of those when she sent it to me. I don't know how long time ago. Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll take a snapshot of it.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. And the beauty of it is you can change up ingredients. Like you can do like a Reuben stromboli, or you can do a Philly steak and cheese stromboli. This one's obviously Italian, but yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do. Yeah. Just have fun with it.
Have you ever had a cooking disaster, like something where you made it and you were like, oh God, no, don't, this is horrible?
I think.
Because
somebody's trying to
I
tell
would
you
say, yeah, I would say mine was John always used to like really spicy stuff, and one time when we were dating, I made a soup. It was supposed to be like a tortilla soup, and I totally miscalculated the I think the amount of maybe chipotle, or I don't know. Anyway, I put in way too much of something really spicy, and it was like cartoon head blowing, like, you know, way too spicy. And John was nice enough to eat it, and I was like, I think it's a little, and he was like,
That's good. Good.
But yeah, but he ate it and we survived. But that was, I think I quadrupled the amount of like hot peppers.
Yeah.
So
do you remember?
I can remember the first time I made it. Right. I didn't make it though. Like I bought it from the store when I made Cincinnati chili. It was the most hideous, disgusting thing vile thing I've ever tasted. And I put it outside. Remember when we lived in that little condo on the lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jimmy got home and I put it outside on the porch because our house just smelled like vomit.
It was not
it was
vomit.
awful.
Well, so first of all, you didn't realize that Cincinnati chili isn't meant to be eaten like a bowl of chili.
That's not chili.
You
it's
put
a
it
condiment.
You put it over
Don't
spaghetti with shredded cheese, and it's more of a sauce than it is.
It's a condiment.
So yeah, so she didn't understand that, so she thought she was just going to be eating chili. And yeah, I can agree. If you just eat that by itself, it's meant to be either on a hot dog or over spaghetti.
Yeah,
because you like it now, right?
As a condiment, not as
Yes.
it's not.
Well,
it's
right.
not a bowl of chili. I'm sorry.
No, I know it's not. It's
Don't
not,
get me
it's not
started.
meant to be. It's
Yeah.
not meant to be.
Why are you guys arguing about it? But you're agreeing. You're agreeing, but you're arguing.
I wouldn't say I love it.
Okay, I love it.
I know you love
Yeah.
it, but
I get it probably once a week if I can.
it's not chili.
Skyline?
That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, usually Skyline. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I do have another disaster. I didn't do it, but my sister, I can't remember what she made. It was something that called for garlic, and it called for a clove of garlic. Like one, not a bulb of garlic, but a single clove. She thought the bulb was a clove, so she put that in. And yeah, it was it like a pasta dish or something? We were talking about this last weekend.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was inedible. So I love garlic too, but it was just way too much.
We were gonna come back to you talking about your dinner. What's your go-to dinner?
Oh, my dinner?
When you go out, yeah.
So I really like. There's a place by us that does Cajun Creole type stuff,
Good one.
and they have really good gumbo, really good jambalaya, and really good red beans and rice and sausage. And they have a thing where you can get like individual servings of all three, because I always struggle with which one do I want tonight, which one do I want.
What? I'm sorry. What is going on in the background?
The dogs are
playing with each other. Jeez.
Yeah. They've settled a little bit.
They
Sorry,
started talking about it.
We just tuned that out anymore, so I didn't even realize what was going on. But yeah, so the beautiful thing of it is you can get like a little cup of gumbo, a little cup of the red beans and rice, and then a little cup of the jambalaya. And it comes with cornbread, and it's delicious. And that's probably one of our go-to restaurants, and that's my go-to dish at that restaurant.
Yeah,
that'd be mine, I think.
John, what about you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Like out, like
Yeah, because at home certainly would not be my go-to.
Wow.
For breakfast, that's pretty easy. So anytime there's country fried steak
Ooh.
on the menu.
Never heard of anybody say that's what they order.
Yeah. And then I do like a corned beef hash, but
Ooh.
sometimes
Another one.
sometimes it can be not what you expect. Like a country fried steak's pretty straightforward, but the hash can vary. But probably most often, if there's country fried steak is like the special on the little chalkboard, yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner, I don't know. I mean, I won't pick one meal for one and one for the other. I think they're interchangeable maybe, but I do enjoy as an evaluation of a restaurant or bar, the French dip sandwich.
Ooh, good one.
Is usually my litmus test.
Yeah.
And that's pretty common. You'll find that too. So, and then go to dinner. You know, we don't go there anymore, but I think sushi. That was always my favorite
Surprises me,
thing
John.
we would
That's a
go
curveball.
out for. Really? What would you have expected? What would you
I don't
expect
know.
me to say?
I would have thought something heavier, I guess, like some Italian dish.
Well, when you eat a ton of sushi, it can be very heavy.
That's true. That is true. That's fair. You're doing all the burger rolls. Yeah, that can get pretty heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. Like pizza, I love pizza. That's my favorite food in the world, but I feel like that there's a lot of risk involved getting that because it may not be as perfect as I want it to be. And we make good pizza at home. So it's not like, oh God, we haven't had pizza in like 4 months. And as I'm sitting here thinking about all this, I'm like, well, we haven't gone anywhere in like 8 months. So anything out sounds good right now.
True.
But yeah, I think sushi, just because it's so like plentiful and fresh here.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Okay, I buy it.
And then my last meal.
Oh yes.
If I can go to that, Karen.
Yeah.
Well, I do enjoy pizza, but there's the risk factor. And I certainly do not want to die if it was a poor choice.
True.
Yeah, I don't want you coming back and haunting me and being like, that was the shittiest pizza.
Yeah. Definitely Karen's meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs. She makes homemade meatballs. They are
That's
the
not
best.
a euphemism. That's really like
yeah. They're really good. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Fun.
One last thought on this. Do you ever have a time where you're in a restaurant, or think pre-COVID, but when somebody orders something and you're like, why in the heck would you order that? Like, is there something that people order that you're like, what? No, don't order that. No, it's horrible. Because I think like, I watch people go into like a breakfast place and they're like, yeah, I'll have the oatmeal. And I'm like, I love oatmeal. Like I make it at home. It's great. But why would you go to a restaurant and order oatmeal? So what's something that people order that you're like, why?
What's yours?
Like if you go to dinner and someone just orders the chicken breast, I'm like, please, come on. And no offense if you guys order chicken breast at dinner.
No, yeah, I totally agree.
Like I don't think I ever ordered chicken when we're out to dinner.
Yeah.
Why? We did it all the time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Why would you waste your money eating out on chicken breast? There's a risk factor, as Jaws would say.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's probably it's not what they order, it's how they order it. It drives me crazy. Does someone order filet? Yep. Well done.
Oh.
Like anything above medium, I think is just a sin on a steak like that. I can distinctly remember being with someone at a restaurant. It was a business thing. He ordered. We had a really nice steak place, and he ordered like the 12-ounce, like really big way, but he put it well done. They're like, okay, well we can do that, sir. We'll probably have to butterfly it though to be able to get it cooked. It was just so embarrassing.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's probably my biggest one is why would someone do that? But people do.
What about you, John?
I think for me, it's not a specific item like chicken. Like I agree with you, Lisa. Like chicken's kind of a unusual choice unless it's like a fried chicken place or
right.
Yes.
something to make it snazzy. Like just roasted chicken. I'm sure it's good, but you could do that at home. Or you can just buy roasted chicken from the supermarket, right? In the hot case, and that's good.
Yeah.
But for me, it's and I know why they have these choices on the menu, because they want to accommodate everyone in the dinner party. But when I read a menu and I'm at a steak place, it makes me mad that there's fish on the menu. And if I go to a fish place, it makes me mad that there's chicken or some type of meat. And I realize not everyone likes everything, but it just makes me mad that took a choice of the feature ingredient. So there's less choices of steak, less choices of fish.
People that order chicken at a nice steak place over fish, though.
So what do you have against chicken?
I don't know. I feel like it's a common dish at home. That's all.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I think chicken is sort of like it's a template. It's like kind of
right.
You just season it in a way that it tastes like something, but it doesn't really taste like anything. So, but like John was saying, unless it's a place that specializes in fried chicken or something like that, then it's like, hey, I don't know. It's like, bad wedding food or something. I don't know.
Right.
What would your choice be, Karen? What would your answer be?
I'm always amazed when people just order like spaghetti or something, because I'm like, really? Like you're out and you're just getting noodles and sauce? Like
if you're at a good Italian restaurant and they just get straight up spaghetti.
Yeah, unless if it's like beautiful homemade noodles and like a fresh, like amazing cool sauce, like okay, I get that. But like if you just go to a random restaurant and you're like, yeah, I'll have spaghetti, like it's like, really? You can make that for like 20 cents at home. Like it's like, why are you going out to eat spaghetti? Like,
have you ever seen anybody order that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, plenty of
That's
times.
not like a child. Like I think it's perfect.
I'll take the buttered noodles. Yeah.
Has John ever done that?
I don't think he has.
I've ordered pasta before that's like not anything fancy, but again, risk factor.
Yeah.
It has to be at a place that's going to make it really well.
Yeah. Are you guys being attacked?
I think it's dinner time. I think they're getting rambunctious.
All right. Well, I have one last question for you. Any condiments that you do not like?
Dang it! I thought you were going to say favorite condiment.
No. What do you not like?
Do both.
What do you keep out of your
mayonnaise? Mayonnaise is terrible. I refuse to stock it in our fridge. I will not eat mayonnaise-based dips. I will eat pimento cheese, which I think has mayonnaise.
She's very anti-mayonnaise.
I'm very anti-mayonnaise. I don't think it should be along with the other condiments. No. Adds nothing to the sandwich, in my opinion.
Yeah. Miracle Whip too? No, nothing.
Yeah, no.
Out. Yeah.
No.
Okay. And Jimmy, what about you?
There's not really any I don't like. Probably like my least one that we don't usually carry in our fridge is barbecue sauce.
We don't. That's a good one.
We don't eat a lot of. We don't eat a lot of barbecue. I like barbecue, and I like it when I get like a barbecued pork sandwich or some type of barbecue chicken or whatever. But we don't use it much in the house.
It's actually a good one.
Yeah, I never get that on the side for anything. My favorite is horseradish, by the way. So just
just
side, yes.
Fresh.
Have you ever made fresh? Like made it yourself?
Oh, we've never made it ourselves. No.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Actually, we should try that sometime.
I did that like once or twice, and it was like, whoa, this is so much better.
It'll go right through you too. Clear the sinuses. I mean through your nose. Right.
All right, John, what about you? Condiment that you're not into?
I think I would go with the barbecue sauce or ranch dressing. But it's in circumstances like at work, I have seen people put barbecue sauce on something that has nothing to do with barbecue whatsoever. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Not that bad, but pretty bad. And then ranch, I don't get the ranch with pizza. Don't get it. I think ranch salad dressing is fine on salad, but barbecue sauce and ranch, no good.
I'm surprised you get that answer.
Now you mix the two, though.
Really?
Something there.
You pegged me as a ranch pizza guy?
I picture you that a good homemade, I sound like Tanya, but a good homemade ranch, not the bottled ranch.
Well, he's not saying he doesn't like ranch. He just doesn't get it with pizza.
I could see him at a pizza place, just like a good hand toss, putting the crust in it. Just hand toss. Not thin or thick crust.
Jimmy, when we're done, can you educate her?
I will.
That's not appropriate. Ever.
Oh, thanks you guys. This was really fun. Wait,
Karen,
what?
did you give yours?
Oh, I would say, relish. I know that's like
that is
sacrilege from Chicago, but I've just never been into like the pickled stuff, like kimchi, relish, like pickles. It's just never been something that I'm eager to put on. And I get why people like it. Like I can see the appeal, but I'm like, nah.
I saw this at work. Somebody had purchased, I think it was Plockman's brand, the mustard brand. It was a squeeze bottle of mustard, relish, onions, and tomato all in one. And I was like, what the hell is this? And then I tasted it and I was like, wow, that is fantastic. Like, it tasted like hot dogs. I ate spoonfuls of it. Just plain. It's good.
All right. Thanks, you guys. This was fun. Love seeing you both.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, we're gonna go eat.